The iPhone 17 Pro Max is shaping up to be a game changer in the smartphone world, and the latest renders have only added to the excitement. Imagine a sleek new design featuring a horizontal rear camera bar, a bold departure from the familiar boxy setup we've seen since 2019's iPhone 11 Pro lineup. If that description has your attention, you're not alone. These renders, originating from the Russian YouTube channel Welsicom, suggest that Apple is ready to break the mold. By the way, don't forget to join our membership for exclusive content. Link is in the description. For years, Apple has stuck with the same design language for its Pro models. From the iPhone 11 Pro to the iPhone 16 Pro, the rear camera setup has remained largely unchanged. A square module in the upper left corner. It's functional, but predictable. The iPhone 17 Pro Max, however, is set to flip expectations. The rumored horizontal camera bar not only looks fresh, but also brings to mind the innovative aesthetic of Google's Pixel line. This is a rare move for Apple, but it's the kind of bold step that keeps fans coming back for more. These renders are based on rumors and leaks circulating for months. Alongside the camera redesign, other changes could include swapping out the titanium edges found in the iPhone Pro models for aluminum. This same material might also replace portions of the rear glass panel, offering a more durable yet lightweight build. It's clear Apple is thinking beyond aesthetics, striving to combine style with functionality. At the heart of the iPhone 17 Pro Max will be a massive 6.9-inch organic light-emitting diode display, promising an adaptable refresh rate of 1 to 120 Hz. Earlier leaks hint that this powerhouse will come equipped with 12 GB of random access memory for smoother multitasking and better support for Apple Intelligence. By comparison, the standard models in the series will feature 8 GB of RAM. The Pro versions are also rumored to boast 3 48-megapixel cameras on the back, ensuring unparalleled photography and videography capabilities. Under the hood, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is expected to run on the A18 Pro chip, built using Taiwan's semiconductor manufacturing company's advanced third-generation 3nm process. While there were initial hopes for a cutting-edge 2nm process, this adjustment to 3nm helps Apple keep costs in check, a smart move given the rising expenses in smartphone manufacturing. Despite the shift, the A18 Pro is expected to deliver lightning-fast performance and energy efficiency that will keep Apple ahead of its competitors. Mark your calendars because the iPhone 17 Pro Max is likely to debut in September 2025, alongside the rest of the series. This includes the ultra-thin iPhone 17 Air and the standard iPhone 17 and 17 Pro models. With 9 months still to go before the big reveal, more leaks and renders are bound to surface, giving us an even clearer picture of what Apple has in store. What's your take on the potential design of the iPhone 17 Pro Max? Are you thrilled about the rumored horizontal camera bar or a prospect of aluminum edges? We'd love to hear your thoughts, so feel free to share your opinions in the comments below. Also, remember to join our membership for insider access to updates and exclusive content. The link is in the description. The iPhone 17 Pro Max promises to be more than just another iteration. It can redefine what we expect from Apple's flagship line. With every rumor and leak, anticipation builds, and this new direction seems like a breath of fresh air. So stay tuned for more updates, and before you go, make sure to join our membership for all the latest insights. Link is in the description. See you next time. The smartphone industry is constantly evolving, with each new year bringing us flagship devices that push the boundaries of technology and design. In this video, we'll be taking a close look at the two biggest names in the smartphone world right now: Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max and Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra. Both phones are powerhouses in their own right, but how do they stack up against each other? Let's dive into the battle of the bigs. Design and size. As expected, Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max doesn't deviate much from its predecessor when it comes to design. The rectangular shape, soft corners, flat sides, and dynamic island pill-shaped cutout remain. This year, however, the screen has grown from 6.7 inches to a massive 6.9 inches, making it the largest display ever on an iPhone. Its bezels are even thinner, but the overall dimensions have changed slightly, measuring 163 millimeters by 77.6 millimeters. In comparison, the Galaxy S24 Ultra is slightly smaller at 162.3 millimeters in height, but a bit wider at 79 millimeters, making it easier to handle for users who love to use the S Pen for sketching or taking notes. Speaking of the S Pen, Samsung once again offers the stylus nestled into the bottom of the Galaxy S24 Ultra. It's a feature that remains unique to Samsung in the flagship market, and one that many users either love or ignore completely. The precision of the S Pen, developed in partnership with Wacom, is something to be admired, making it a fantastic tool for creative tasks. Apple, on the other hand, introduces some new tricks with its buttons. The Action button, which debuted in the iPhone 15 Pro series, returns, offering customizable functions for launching apps or activating Siri shortcuts. But the real star of the show is the new Camera Control button. This physical key, equipped with a capacitive surface, allows users to control the camera with a swipe, much like a traditional camera shutter button, enhancing the photography experience. Both phones come in sleek color options. The iPhone 16 Pro Max offers titanium finishes in white, black, natural, and the new Desert Titanium. Meanwhile, Samsung gives users a broader selection with titanium violet, yellow, black, and gray, and 3 exclusive colors if you order directly from Samsung's website. Display differences. When it comes to display, both phones boast impressive technology. The iPhone 16 Pro Max features a 6.9-inch OLED panel with a 120Hz refresh rate and an always-on display that can drop its refresh rate to just 1 Hz, keeping your wallpaper or photos visible even when the phone is asleep. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra comes equipped with its signature AMOLED screen, also featuring a 120Hz refresh rate and an always-on display. However, Samsung has a slight edge here with its anti-reflective coating, which makes the screen much easier to see outdoors. In contrast, the iPhone struggles with reflections in bright sunlight despite its high brightness. Color accuracy is another area where the two phones differ slightly. The iPhone's display leans towards a yellowish hue, while the Galaxy has a bit of a teal tint. But with both phones offering blue light filters and adaptive color calibration, these differences are minimal in day-to-day use. One new feature for the iPhone 16 Pro Max is its ability to drop to an incredibly low 1 nit brightness level, making it easier on the eyes in dark environments. Samsung's display already hovers around this level, so both phones are excellent for nighttime use. Performance and software. Under the hood, the iPhone 16 Pro Max is powered by Apple's latest A18 Pro chip, built on a second-gen 3nm process by TSMC. This cutting-edge chip brings significant improvements in performance and efficiency, particularly when it comes to handling heavy tasks like gaming and AI-driven processes. Apple has also focused on better heat dissipation, addressing the overheating issues that plagued the A17 Pro chip. The Galaxy S24 Ultra, on the other hand, is powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, specifically tuned for Samsung devices. While both chips are incredibly powerful, benchmarks show that Apple's A18 Pro takes the lead in CPU performance. However, in 3D graphics tests, the Galaxy S24 Ultra isn't far behind, offering stellar gaming performance. Both Apple and Samsung are pushing into the realm of AI, with dedicated NPU cores to handle AI tasks. The iPhone 16 Pro Max comes with Apple Intelligence, which will roll out new features gradually, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra already boasts AI-powered features like live translation, generative image editing, and transcript summaries. As for software, the iPhone runs iOS, which has seen some welcome changes this year, bringing it closer to the flexibility of Android. You can now place app icons anywhere on the home screen and even customize their colors. But if customization is what you're after, Samsung's One UI still reigns supreme with features like split-screen multitasking, themes, and more. Samsung has also stepped up its software update game, promising 7 years of updates for the Galaxy S24 Ultra, compared to Apple's 5-year commitment for the iPhone. Camera capabilities. Apple has made some significant upgrades to the cameras on the iPhone 16 Pro Max, particularly the ultra-wide camera, which now features a 48-megapixel sensor. The main camera remains at 48 megapixel, and the 5x telephoto camera comes with a 12-megapixel sensor. A new lens coating helps reduce the lens flare issue that has been prevalent in recent iPhone models, especially during night shots. Samsung, as always, is pushing the envelope with its camera hardware. The Galaxy S24 Ultra boasts a hopping 200-megapixel main camera, alongside a 12-megapixel ultra-wide, a 10-megapixel 3x telephoto, and a 50-megapixel 5x zoom camera. While the megapixel count might seem impressive, the real magic happens in post-processing. Both phones have excellent cameras, but Samsung has a slight edge in zoom performance, while the iPhone tends to over-sharpen fine details like leaves or grass. In low-light conditions, both phones perform admirably, but the iPhone's new lens coating helps reduce the flare and artifacts that can appear in night photos. Samsung, on the other hand, continues to struggle slightly with oversaturated greens in its images, but this is only noticeable when directly comparing photos side by side. Battery and charging. When it comes to battery life, both phones pack a punch. The iPhone 16 Pro Max has a 4,685 mAh battery, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra comes with a slightly larger 5000 mAh battery. However, Samsung takes the lead in charging speeds, offering 45-watt wired charging compared to the iPhone's 20-watt. For wireless charging, Apple's MagSafe offers 25-watt, while Samsung's wireless charging maxes out at 15-watt. Conclusion. So, which phone is the better choice? It's a tough call. The iPhone 16 Pro Max impresses with its sleek design, powerful A18 Pro chip, and improved cameras, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra excels with its S Pen, higher megapixel count, and faster charging speeds. Ultimately, it comes down to personal preference and whether you're more entrenched in Apple's ecosystem or Samsung's Android world. Either way, you're getting a top-tier smartphone that won't disappoint. What do you think about it? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Until then, take care. Goodbye.